Hi, I'm Noel from 8 Circuit Studios, and I'm looking forward to introducing you to the Project Genesis Pre-Alpha Minerva milestone. In this milestone, we have focused on a massive audio update with sweeping changes across the board, unit-allocated ephemera to reward your actions in-game more significantly, improved controller support with focus on better movement and the first iteration of aim assist, battlecraft weapon improvements with new target lead identifiers, and much more. In the Liber milestone previously released, a ton of audio improvements were added in-game, but in Minerva, we're ramping up the auditory landscape even more. A full audio pass on weapons and sound effects has been introduced in Minerva, and expect to notice a huge array of new and improved sounds during gunfights and environmental interactions. Additionally, countless new voiceover audio has been recorded and hooked up in-game to not only provide a more immersive experience while you're playing, but further provide more detailed event-based audio to give you critical information during matches.
Bomb planted. Capturing objective D.
One audio feature we're extremely excited to be implementing in Minerva are footstep variations based on surfaces you are moving across while in avatar form in the FPS environments. When in-game as an avatar, you'll now hear footstep audio specific to the surface material you and other avatars around you are on, and footsteps will change in sound to accurately reflect the current surface. This new addition not only introduces a more immersive audio experience in-game in both PvP environments as well as the various environmental biome themes, but it also means that it adds another layer of complexity to tactics and strategy in multiplayer game modes. Hear loud metallic footsteps around a corner? If you've honed your map and level knowledge, you now have sound-based positional cues to inform your next engagement. Adopting a tactical flank strategy to surprise the enemy? You might need to plan your route more tactically to mask your maneuver. We're excited for you to experience these improvements and additions and can't wait to hear what you think of them. For those of you new to Pre-Alpha Project Genesis, in the recent past we introduced a prestige system in-game with the purpose of providing incentives for players wanting to level their accounts, and alongside the prestige system we also introduced ephemera wings to reward dedication to the grind. When it was first introduced, this progression incentive model awarded prestige after a player had leveled their account to level 100 and continued to increase the prestige level each additional 100 levels. Prestige levels 1 through 6 also rewarded players with progressive ephemera wings that increased in visual flare each level. These wings, in addition to displaying in various menu and loadout screens, also displayed in enemy death cams when a prestiged player secured a kill on an opponent, ensuring that the defeated player knew the victorious player's dedication to the grind. In the Minerva milestone, ephemera wings have been shifted from account level allocation to unit allocation. This means that individual progression paths for earning wings are now available for each avatar in Battlecraft, allowing for both a customized approach to progression achievement and multiple progression paths. Whether you are a player that prefers to utilize a singular or small pool of avatars in Battlecraft and simply want to grind those units for ephemera, or you are a completionist that loves to level up every possible option in-game, the rewards for your in-game time and effort have been vastly increased. Additionally, you now will see real-time major notifications both mid-match and during the after-action report to provide instant feedback on your progress towards your flare. We've been putting a lot of effort into improving our controller support. With the help of a ton of amazing community members that joined our controller strike squad, we've been able to get high-skilled, experienced controller mains behind the scenes to provide testing, feedback, and suggestions for how to make the controller support feel as good as possible. We're still hard at work iterating on the controller support, and while we have a ways to go to make it as good as it can be, we've been able to make a lot of good progress in the areas of aim assist, input remapping capabilities, sensitivity settings, and movement. For those of you that main the sticks, we're doing our best to get you up and running as quickly as possible, and rest assured, we're committed to making your experience in Project Genesis an awesome one. In the Liber Pre-Alpha milestone update, we put the first two unique FPS weapon models into your hands in the form of the Trio SMG and the Bozar 50 caliber LMG, and in Minerva, we're introducing our third unique FPS weapon, the Bishop 12 pistol. This secondary sidearm weapon features a total ammo capacity of 36, with 9 rounds available for use before reloading. The lightweight nature of the Bishop 12 allows for high mobility in FPS combat arenas, while the damage and accuracy range is extensive, allowing you to effectively engage on targets both near and far. With a fairly quick fire rate and reload speed, the Bishop 12 is a versatile secondary weapon for a variety of playstyles, making it equally viable for both rushing and tactical playstyles. We can't wait to see you sport this new pistol model in-game. Ensuring that Battlecraft combat in Project Genesis gives you the fast-paced, intense gunfights that exist in the FPS environments has been an ongoing, high-priority goal for our dev team. And in Minerva, we've worked hard to significantly improve space combat mechanics to get closer to achieving that goal. One specific aspect of Battlecraft combat engagements that the community has provided significant amounts of feedback to us has focused on a desire for increased visual effects during dogfights. With the speed of the battlecraft movement geared towards a knife fight in space experience, players have expressed frustration with the feeling that sometimes they are unable to determine where their projectiles are visually, as well as feeling as though they occasionally have trouble figuring out where to aim to land shots on target. In Minerva, we have ramped up the visual effects when doing damage to opponents in space combat, and we've also introduced a brand new target lead indicator with the goal of not only providing visual feedback to you for your output damage, but also to empower your aim with increased target acquisition information. With these newly implemented tools in your hands, we're excited to see the effects this will have in-game during high-intensity dogfights. We've been hard at work planning new game modes to include in Project Genesis as we continue development. We've made great progress on unique concepts that we are refining and iterating on, but we're excited to announce that one of the most requested game modes is now included in Minerva. That's right, Team Deathmatch is now available for play. Available for both Battlecraft and Avatar Combat, the new Team Deathmatch game mode currently utilizes maps and environments that will be familiar to veteran pilots, and with the removal of objectives within these spaces, you'll be free to focus solely on gunning down your opponents and leading your team to victory. So hop in game and let's see just how high of a bar you can set for the most kills in the new Team Deathmatch game mode. In addition to the features mentioned above, countless bug fixes are included in Minerva, largely due to our amazing test pilots that have contributed hundreds of hours of testing and feedback, which we are immensely grateful for, and we are thrilled to improve your experience in-game. Speaking of in-game, you'll definitely want to boot up and explore, because we may just have introduced a few other exciting new experimental additions that we'll just leave for you to find. We are grateful for your continued support of Project Genesis and the valuable contributions that each of you have made to the development of the game. We can't wait to see what you think of the new additions in this milestone update. See you in the lobby, pilots.